So the United States stimulus package that they've been pointing to on the news of $2 trillion is really just the tip of the iceberg. It's actually closer to $6.5 trillion and may actually be even closer to $14 trillion. So the bill is still being debated, and the numbers are changing all the time. But here's what we have so far. $107 billion for hospitals, $150 billion for state and local governments, $370 billion for small businesses. Great. And then we have $500 billion for big business. But here's the thing. $75 billion of that is for the airlines. And the rest, $425 billion, is actually only the 10% of reserves they want to hold on the total amount available. So the amount for corporate investments is actually $4.25 trillion. Now, the small business aid can be forgiven, free, as long as they keep their employees on payroll. The larger corporations are free to lay their workers off without benefits. So what could this stimulus plan possibly lead to? Consolidation. There may well be a lot of small businesses that can't make it out of this crisis, even with the aid available. Now, in yesterday's video, I talked about how one newly created bank group was able to buy up a few smaller banks at a discount in 2009. So from 1995 to today in the U.S., we've gone from about 37 big banks to just 4. And those banks now have a direct line of credit with the Fed, the guys that print the money. And well, it isn't just banks. Over the past decade or so, we've gone from 10 major airlines to 4, controlling 80% of the market. Farms have gotten bigger. There are fewer gas stations to choose from. 70% of the beer brands are owned by 2 companies. Facebook and Google combine for more than 80% of online advertising, and most consumer good brands are owned by just 10 companies. And maybe the worst of all, we've gone from 50 media companies in 1983 to just 6 in 2011. So back to that number of $14 trillion. Not included in the stimulus is another $4 trillion as a backstop safety measure for banks. Add in another $4 trillion in loan guarantees. And then combined with the stimulus, we get to around $14 trillion. So I think we should switch the numbers around. Let's give smarter loans through smaller banks to smaller businesses. Our politicians are always telling us that small business is the backbone of the economy. Now's the time to prove it. If you enjoy this content, please click the like button and share, and consider subscribing for more videos. Thank you.